Jalen Williams is here. So you said earlier on First Take that you haven't slept. How was Bricktown? How was the celebration? What have you been doing?
Everything that you can imagine when you win a championship. And I'll let everybody decide with that.
Okay, but I want to be very clear because you also said earlier that you don't like champagne. So what is the vibe? Like, what are you doing when you win a championship specifically?
Okay, so yeah, like yesterday was my first time drinking ever. Like I never had a drink up until that point. And the beginning of the season, the guys want me to drink. That's like the big thing for them. I don't know why, but I told them at the beginning of the year, I was like, win a championship, I'll drink. I'll do whatever you guys want. I'll drink champagne. We could do shots. So we kept getting closer during the season, and I was like, I'm gonna have to drink. So I drank a little bit. I had a couple shots, champagne. I had beer. It was all disgusting. I'm gonna stick to Shirley Temples. I had a lot of those yesterday and a lot of water.
Okay, so you've never drank it before. You think champagne is disgusting. You think all shots are disgusting. So are you never gonna do it again?
I'm retired. I can't speak on the parade though. I don't want to.
Okay, so TBD. We'll see what happens. So for those that don't know what it's like on game day in that arena, how would you describe the atmosphere at the Paycom Center and just how lit it was last night?
That was I say it every time we play there. It's like the loudest arena ever, but that was the loudest arena ever. That had a different energy to it. It also had like the most nerves ever because when the game gets close, like you can feel like how tense the fans are. And then when you're getting closer to winning, you can also feel how like tense the fans are. So it was an atmosphere I wish everybody in the world could experience because Oklahoma's one-on-one when it comes to fan base and just how special Paycom is. And it's just dope. Like, I think it was really cool that we got to win there. Obviously, we're going to have a new arena soon. So for us to close it out there is super cool.
One thing that the Paycom Center has is a lot of popcorn, apparently, because we saw you post-game with the biggest bag of popcorn that I think I've ever seen in my life. Where did it come from, and have you eaten all of that popcorn?
I'm going to be honest, lost the popcorn bag in the locker room, and it was like, I don't even know. Last night was a blur. I don't know. It didn't make it very far. We had some. That was it. It was low-key heavy, too.
It would have helped you in your first time drinking because you're supposed to have, something in your stomach when you drink. So that could have, helped out a little bit. Let's just talk about what went down during this finals run. Your game, it seemingly grew over the course of the season. What stands out to you about what you were able to do specifically in the postseason?
What's standing out right now is I had 40 in the finals. That's pretty cool. But just overall, I just kept finding myself and I just try to get better every game throughout the season and don't take moments for granted. So when I get these opportunities, it's not something foreign. And also just like have the confidence to, if I fail, get back up and try again and not be discouraged. So that's been like the biggest thing for me. I think that's kind of evolved my game.
Yeah, and it's certainly been working out. I do want to talk about your MVP. Is there something that we don't know about SGA that exemplifies just the type of player and person that he is?
Honestly, you guys probably saw it yesterday with just like how he kind of like introduced me to like his trophy and just how he kind of keeps the whole team in it. I think from a leader standpoint, that's where he's like grown up. I guess, for lack of better words, like he's just gotten way better as a leader. Like he understands how to motivate our team without saying anything and keeping us involved. And he also like gives us a lot of credit, even when we're not at our best. Like he takes the fall for a lot of times when we fell short. He played well. And yeah, he's just a good leader. Like he's just grown up in that regard. It makes it really easy to want to play with him and for him.
One thing that we also saw SGA do was when Tyrese went down, the arena obviously was very quiet. As a spectator, it was very tough to watch. SGA went over to Tyrese, kind of patted him on the back as he was on the ground. What was it like for you as a player? What went through your mind in that moment?
Yeah, just try to say like a little quick prayer. I mean, it honestly, like the competitor in me wanted him to play, obviously, and he was off to a hot start. It sucks seeing somebody that talented go down. Like you look, he's gonna go down and have one of like the craziest like playoff runs probably in history. For him to go out there and understand that was the risk and still go out there and play, like for sure a dog. I gotta tip my hat to him. But it definitely does suck watching like one of your peers ultimately go down. And, he's obviously a bright star. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery, good surgery and all that, but it definitely sucks.
Yeah, he's been super clutch, especially in these finals. I don't know if you've heard the discourse around your team because you guys are so young, right? There's seemingly so much runway moving forward. Have you heard about people talking about whether or not you guys were going to be the next dynasty, and what is your reaction to that?
Honestly, I don't really have too much of a reaction to it. I'm trying to enjoy the days. I haven't even slept yet, like I said. So trying to figure out if we're a dynasty or not is beyond my pay grade. It's not what I get paid to do.
Yeah.
But I think looking ahead ruins the moment that you're in right now. So we're just enjoying this.
Yeah.
And we'll be ready whenever the next season comes. But you definitely we're about to have our first parade.
Yeah.
Everybody on the team is going to be their first parade. AC didn't get a parade because of COVID. So that's what we're looking forward to right now.
Okay, so I want to talk about something that's very important. I talked to your brother at the draft last year about whether you or him were best dressed. I feel like the style competition on your team alone is very tight. Who would you say is the best dressed player on your team?
I can't say myself, right? Or can I?
I mean, you can, but I feel like, a lot of people would have something to say about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everybody's going to say Shay. Rightfully so. I don't know. I'm up there. We have a very well-dressed team. You have Wiggs, Lou, Hart, Chet when he decides he doesn't want to wear a tech fleece, J. Will when he doesn't want to wear a tech fleece. So we got a good group of good dresser. Alex Dukas is another good one. AJ Mitchell. You guys don't really get to see a lot of them, but we got guys that can dress on the team for sure. So it's some friendly competition, especially when we go shop.
But if I had to give somebody the MVP, who would you give it to? Yourself?
I'm just gonna give it to Shay. I mean, he's got all the MVPs.
He wins it all. Okay, so you might as well just get another one. Start breaking news this afternoon. Tyrese Halliburton suffered a torn right Achilles tendon, sources told ESPN's Sham Sharania. Halliburton had been playing with a right calf strain, and after helping the Pacers roll in Game 6 to force Game 7, he hit 3 3-pointers before going down in the first quarter last night.
We need a tie out there, and he's been good for us all year. And for him to go down, getting a game like that, it sucked the soul out of us. I ain't gonna say out of everybody, but I don't feel like I played good because I was thinking about it the whole day, and I felt like it was my fault.
Yeah, that's rough. NBA analyst Marquise Morris is with us now. So the Pacers, they lose the game, and they lose Tyrese Halliburton in the first quarter with that Achilles injury. You've been on a team when a teammate had a calf injury, when AD, Anthony Davis, had a calf strain in 2021. What are those moments like?
Those are always tough moments with just like a player going down mid-game, right? And then Tyrese Halliburton's fashion, last game he played so well with the same injury, so you wanted to see more of that. He started this game off with great pace. He hit 3 threes early on, so it gave the team a lot of juice. And in that moment when it happened, I know it like Obi said, it sucked the life out of the team, right? Emotionally they still push forward, but when the head of your team, like what they call it, when the head of the snake goes down, it's really hard to figure things out on the move, right? Because they haven't played without him in a long time. He's been in the entire playoffs. Obviously he was hurt before, but just his